How are y'all? We're gonna clean out this chicken coop today. We bought this thing at Tractor Supply. What was it, about a year ago? We got some baby chickens and that we hatched, and we didn't have nowhere to put them, so we bought this thing. It didn't cost too much. It was a pretty good deal, and it's held up pretty decent for a year. We got to clean it out. We got some new baby chickens. I put them on one of my YouTube shorts. If any of y'all saw it, I'm gonna start making some content about our backyard chickens. They're really awesome. We really enjoy having them and being able to work with them and getting the eggs. And we're going to show y'all what we do. I've already got one chicken coop over here that I've been working on for a good while. I've had it for probably going on 2.5, 3 years now. It works really well. I keep it cleaned out fairly often. Eggs are late. Chickens are using the egg laying boxes over here that I built recently. I just took an old dresser that I had. I've got a video on putting this roof over it. And none of this stuff ain't fancy, but it works and it's cheap. That's the main thing. Took an old piece of siding and made a door. When I rearrange this fence and put a gate in right here, then I'll be able to come in here and get my eggs out and take that door down and get my eggs out and fold it back up from the outside of the coop. But currently we've been getting our eggs out of the inside of the coop. Just walking in here and reaching in and getting them. But my uncle James gave me this building. He used to keep his lawnmower in it, and the whole front of it was a door. And I took that door off, took the hinges off, and made just a small door in the middle. And then I added 2 locust logs that I cut down from our property for perches. Just took a support board, put in there, added 2 locust logs. Then that wasn't enough room, so I added another 2x4 for another perch for him to sit on. Seems to work good. That's for about 15 chickens. We keep this cleaned out at least monthly, but sometimes it goes for maybe a month and a half, but most of the time it's weekly or monthly. We try to do a little bit of clean out on this, make it look decent. But especially in the summertime when it's warm, it's worse for the smell. And it really helps if you have chickens. If you want eggs in the winter, you have to run a heat lamp. You gotta make sure it's secured really good. I've got this one where if the clamp comes loose or something, the wire will hold it up. It won't fall down and catch the chicken coop on fire. And I've never had any problems with it. But if you want them to lay eggs when it's really cold, you have to run this. That's my experience. If you run this heat lamp, you'll get eggs. If you don't run the heat lamp, it's questionable. You won't get nowhere near as many eggs. But I've got a old water bucket hanging in here with these nipples. When the chicken hits it, water comes out. I've seen them drink out of it. They know how to use it. But I've also got water on the outside of the coop. I try to keep water in that too. But it's not too hard to keep chickens. If the eggs have poop sticking to them, they got worms, we just put some diatomaceous earth in their food. It seems to help. My friend Rob gave me all this fence a few years ago, and me and my wife put this fence up. It's probably, I don't know how big it is, how big this area is. I'd say, I'm not good at guessing, I'd say 30 yards by 35 or 40 yards. Something like that. And I've also got a little area fenced in here, separate from this outside area. So if a hawk is flying around or a fox comes running around and the chickens see it, they can run inside that other little fence. And even if something did get inside this fence, they would have to get inside that fence too, which it could if, you know, but it's not happened yet. But I keep dogs on both sides of my fence too, and that's probably helping a whole lot because I got dogs and that helps. But just wanted to share this chicken setup I got going on out here and show y'all what we got going. I'm gonna show y'all this chicken coop. It's a pretty nice little chicken coop for 500 bucks. Came with the roofing. Came with a little kit. The panels were already put together. You just screw the panels together, and it's really quick and easy. It took us maybe an hour to put it together. I spray painted it with white paint. We're gonna stain it here in a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna put it at. I don't really like where it is. It's got some neat little features. It's hot in the summertime. It's got little windows you can open for air circulation. It's all screened in from the factory. You don't gotta do none of the screen work, so you don't cut yourself up on the screens. It's got doors everywhere for access. It's got a really nice little pull out drawer. Now I got this thing from Tractor Supply, but the last time I went in there, they had a lot smaller version of it. And I really liked this one. It was 500 bucks, but I really liked this one because you could walk in it. It's tall enough to walk in, and you can hang stuff in there. It's got a little perch that comes with it right here. It's pretty nice. It don't come with this plywood on the bottom down here. We had to add that, but we had it laying around, so that was no problem. But overall, I give it an A+ as far as just working. It was made in China, but it works. You can slide this door right here open and closed to let them in and out at night. But you got to teach them to climb a ramp. But it's not too hard to teach chickens. They're smart. They can figure it out. Come on, big booty Judy. Clean out this part right here while I do this one. Alright, you can slide that back in there. Chickens in a minute. You know which ones that we hatched out, and which ones that we bought, and how old the ones are that we bought versus the ones we hatched out. Yeah, clean that off so it'll show the background. But I also want to attach it to this old dog pen I have right here that I've had for years. It's a 10 by 10 area that I used to have a dog in. I put my dog on a 50-foot cable runner, give her more exercise and make her be happier when I'm gone and stuff. But I want to figure out a way to attach that coop to this pen so that and grow some really nice thick grass in there, so that way them chickens can go in there and eat sometimes and dig around for bugs or whatever when they're babies. I got I think 13 more babies in the house that we bought from Rural King, ready to go in this little coop. I gotta set it up right and get it the way I want it before we put them in there, but they're probably about maybe a week and a half old now, 2 weeks, and I'll have to run a heat lamp in here for them Make sure they don't get too cold. It's still cold up here in the mountains. But that's our chicken setup. Tune in if you want to see more. And we'll definitely be putting up more videos about our chickens. I think a lot more people are getting into backyard chickens. And just seeing somebody else's setup, I think, can sometimes help. Decided I'm gonna move this little white chicken coop over here closer to the fence, and I'm gonna take my I don't know if you can see, but this gate over here that's standing over here by itself has got a door. I'm gonna put it on the side that's next to that little white chicken coop, and I'm gonna move this flat side that don't have a door over here on this side, and we're gonna fix it to where when the little chickens get a little bit bigger, we can let them out into this area. And then when they get really bigger, we're going to fence off an area down in the woods down here and let them go down in there, separate from our other chickens. We're going to keep them separated, I think, if we can afford to buy the fence. But I'm going to set a time lapse. That's what we're getting ready to do. Y'all can watch. Let's paint. All right, guys, there it is. Show y'all what I done here. Show y'all what I done. I ended up painting it gray because I had some outdoor stain that I'm going to use on my building, and I didn't want to waste it or have to buy paint, so I used it on this. It's not a bang up job, but or maybe it is a bang up job. I don't know how you say that, but either way, it's not perfect, but it's just a chicken coop. Mainly, I just want it to be weather resistant. I already spray painted it with like 16 cans of spray paint or something stupid. It might not have been that many cans. It was a lot, and all around the edge is white. It was bare wood when I got it, except for that top piece. Of course, that's vinyl, so that was white. But everything you see with white paint on it, I painted white with spray paint. outdoor, I don't know what brand name. It was easier to spray paint it, in my opinion, than it was to brush paint all of them corners and stuff. Then I went back, you seen what I done today with a brush, and just painted it gray. We bought that red paint, but we left it in outside of my building this winter, and it froze, and it's no good. So I ended up using this gray paint that I bought for my big building. And I didn't paint the other side. Also, I moved this chicken coop. You can see where I moved it. Right here. Right there's the corner of it. Used to be right here. So I pushed it back that way about 3 feet, 2 feet. And then I pushed it up against that fence right there. And used to, this door was over here on this side. But I moved it because I want to be able to let my baby chickens out of this coop through this little trap door right here. They can get in this little area that's fenced up here, and then they can go in this bigger area that I planted full of grass seed, scratch around. This is my plan. We'll see how it works out. But then when they get big enough, I'll fence in a bigger area for them, like I did these, or I might split this area up. I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to do. But it was a good little project for today. I have to get it edited and get it up on YouTube for y'all to watch. Let me know if you like it. I'm going to try to be putting up more chicken content and showing y'all what we got going on here with our eggs and a lot of other stuff. This has been a backyard chicken episode on the Hillbilly Hard YouTube channel. If you like what you saw, like, share, and subscribe. Have a nice day.